welcome back to the vlog. It's Thursday morning now. I think it's Thursday the 20th, I think, or the 21st of November. I'm here for 24 hours. I got here a little while ago, had a bit of a look round, and I haven't really seen anything, to be honest. There's a lot of bird life on there at the moment, so that's a bit confusing. You think you see something and then a coot pops up, which is the norm. But yeah, the lake's been shut for a few days. We've had a really bad flood again. The Trent came over and there's been quite a bad flood this time, so that's probably going to knock the fishing back a little bit. But the water level's dropping now. It's about a foot higher than it was when I was here last time, so and the water's quite coloured. I've just turned the camera around. So yeah, as you can see, the water's still quite high. That's the front of the swim belt there, so the water's up about a foot since I was last here, which isn't too bad, but the shallows are all totally out of action. The shallows are over there, and yeah, all the swims are about a foot under the water, so yeah, they're out of action again. So yeah, it's quite overcast. I think the pressure's about 1007 at the moment, so it's not too bad, and that's actually quite mild, to be honest. I think it was going to be a lot colder than this, but yeah, it's quite mild, so that's a bonus. But like I say, the water's still quite coloured. I mean, that's usually quite clear, this lake, and yeah, it's really coloured at the moment, which I don't think is a bad thing. All that fresh water coming in from the river might perk things up a little bit, put a bit more nutrients in the water. So if anybody's out there who's a pond keeper, you know that when you do a water change, it improves the quality. So yeah, it can't be a bad thing, I suppose. Whether it'll affect the fishing or not, I don't know. But yeah, I got here quite early this morning, like I say. Didn't really see anything, so what I think I'm going to do is I'm just going to go back in the swim I was in last time and stick to that spot that we've been baiting. And yeah, hopefully I'll get another fish for the camera on this session. So I'm just going to go to the car now, get all my gear out, get round to the swim, get my bivvy up and everything, and then once I'm all set up, I'll get back to you. So I'll be back in a bit. So that's it, I've got all the gear around now. It's a bit of a pain in the arse, it's still quite muddy, so yeah, I had fun and games getting the tractor around. But managed to get the bivvy up, got all my gear out and everything set up in the bivvy, and got my alarms and everything set up. So just tied up some new leaders as well. I've been using the same leader all year really on these rods, the helicopter rigs. And can't do the leader material much good being in the water for that long, it must deteriorate and perish a little bit. So I thought, yeah, it's time to tie up some new leaders, so I just tied up a couple of helicopter rigs with the heli safe on the end, and I tied up another couple of Ronnie rigs as well. But with these ones, I'm using a size 8 hook with a size 8 quick link swivel, size 11 quick link swivel. What I'm going to try and do is I'm going to try and scale everything down a bit now, because I'm fishing over particle. I want to try and have quite a small hook bait there as well. And by having a small hook bait, I need to downsize my hook and the swivel as well, obviously, because I don't want too much weight on there to be able to balance the bait on there. So yeah, I've used a size 8 hook, Deception Angle and DX curve, with size 11 quick link swivel on there, and I basically just got a little ring swivel on the hook just to put the bait on, with a little stop on there, and about a 6-inch boom on there. I'm also using, on the leader, I'm not using a big eye ring swivel, I'm just using what we call a big eye swivel. So basically it's just like a normal swivel, but one end has got a bigger eye on it. Still moves up and down quite nicely. But the reason I'm using that is because, as you can see there already, it's kind of kicking that off. If there was a ring swivel on there, it'd let it hang down a little bit more, and there'd be just that little bit more movement on there. And I don't really want too much movement on there. Basically all I want that to do is to spin around on its way out. With a big eye ring swivel on there, with that extra bit of movement, there's always a chance that rig can move right back and perhaps tangle round. And obviously on the way down again, that's going to kick out a little bit better. So I've just put a bit of PVA foam on there when I put it out. And then what will happen is the lead will hit the bottom, but that will still be suspended until the PVA foam melts, and then that should just nicely kick that off to the side. So yeah, I'm going to change my approach on this one, just try something a little bit different, try and scale everything down. I'm just going to do this on one rod for the time being. see if it makes me any difference, see if it picks me up the fish. And I'm just going to spot out some particle over the top of that, just the same as I was using last time really, just some hemp and some maize and some of the monster red crushed up inside it, mixed in, with just a few bigger bits of boilies on there, just to get them grubbing about a bit more. I don't really want the coots attacking me because there's a lot of bird life on here at the moment, so yeah, let's get these baited up, get them out, get some bait over the top, and then I think I better get myself some breakfast because I'm a bit hungry. So I'll get these out and I'll get back to you. So that's all 3 rods out on the spots now. They all went out first time, so I'm chuffed for that. I've got the middle rod and the right hand rod on that 19 rep spot. They went out and they're about 3 foot apart, so I banged about 10 spods over the top of that, right tight on the spots. So hopefully if the fish come past that, they'll soon get down on them rigs. We'll have another fish. And I've also got, I'll take you around here, let me just turn the camera around. I've also got my left hand rod on a nice little margin spot up here. Just walk round. Now this corner here doesn't usually fish very well, especially at night. I mean, in the daytime, especially in the summertime, the sunlight really beats down on this corner most of the day, and the fish really do tend to get in here. But yeah, I've got, from where I'm fishing, I've got one just about there, and that's about, it landed about 6 inches from the reed line. So, but if you look just in this little bit, there's a little bit of a cut out there, and there's a pipe that comes in there. That's a bit of a sluice, and usually from this swim here, you can get right in there, and that's where you'll get the fish. They tend to just go in there. And Harley had a 29 pound 8 common out of there a few weeks back in the night. So yeah, I'm quite confident that I'm gonna leave that rig there. I just sprayed a few boilies over there with the throwing stick, really tight along that margin. Like I said, the lead landed about 6 inches away from the reed line, and I've left about a foot gap between the bottom bead and the top bead on the helicopter rig, and put some PVA foam on the hook, so it'll go down, and hopefully the hook link will just slide back a little bit and just settle nicely. There's a little bit of blanket weed in the front of that, but it's really fresh blanket weed. It's not the horrible stinky black stuff, so hopefully the fish will get along there later. I see the owner of the lake earlier, and he said he's seen a lot of fish over there in the last few days, washing out in this corner. So fingers crossed we'll have a fish out of there tonight. So, but yeah, pretty confident that with the 2 rods that went out on our other spot, they went down, like I say, with a nice donk. So yeah, they must have cleared the spot, that fish, with the amount of bait we've been putting on it. And I don't think the coots are going to bother me tonight, to be honest, because the water's so dirty and muddy. The coots can't actually see the bottom from, or see the bait on the bottom anyway to go down on it. So, but yeah, I've got the Tempest with me again this time, but I bought my wrap. I think this is about the 3rd time I've used the wrap. But yeah, it's going to get pretty cold, I think, so you really need a wrap. But yeah, it's a godsend. So I've hardly used it. I've had it about 3 years. I've hardly used it. I've got the D850 down there, just doing a little bit of a time lapse. But the bird life on here at the minute, there's just so many birds on here. Hopefully a lot of them will go later when it gets dark. But yeah, they're near the spot, but they're not quite down on it yet. So yeah, lake's looking brilliant. It's looking lovely now. I mean, it's autumn now, coming into winter. I mean, I know it's not winter until December. I think it's this 2nd is actually officially winter, but people say it's winter now, but it's not winter yet. It's winter when you wake up and your rods are frozen into the lake and you have to break the ice to get your rods out. That's winter. But we like winter fishing because there's hardly anybody about. I think it's just me and my mate Daz. Daz is right over there in Bentry. He turned up earlier, so apparently there's been a few fish seen up in that corner as well, so hopefully he'll be lucky and have a fish. But yeah, it's been a bit of a tiring day now. I think it's about 3:30, something like that. It's basically been like this all day, really overcast. I haven't checked the pressure lately, so but when I got here this morning, like I said, it was about 1007, so it's not too high. So what I'm going to do now is I think I'm just going to put the kettle on, tidy up because I made a bit of a mess, tidy all my tackle and everything up. So I've been tying them rigs and everything earlier, so I'll have a bit of a tidy up and then chill out for a bit. So hopefully I'll have something to show you a bit later. If not, then I'll probably catch up with you again in the morning. So until then. Well, good morning. Yeah, another quiet night. Nothing to report, to be honest, not even a bleep. I think I heard a fish crash down to the left-hand side last night along that reed line, but not 100% certain whether that was a fish or not. It might have just been coots or swans over there. It started raining last night about 11 o'clock really hard, and it didn't stop till about 6 o'clock this morning, so I had the bivvy door zipped up all night, which made it difficult to hear or see anything. But yeah, so it's looking like another blank for me. I was actually flicking through my phone last night though, and I found some footage that I recorded last year that I'd forgot I'd had when I had Starburst out of here. Starburst is the big fish in here, the biggest fish in the lake. I had her at 42 pound 2. She was a bit of a chance capture, to be honest. I was fishing 2 rods to the far right hand margin to a couple of spots which I'd been having fish off all year, and my left hand rod was fished out straight out in open water. But for some reason this night, or this session, I decided to fish my left hand rod down to a little tree just off the front of the swim. It was only about a rod length and a half out, and just an underarm fleck in front of the tree, handful of hemp and maize on it, and a few 12mm boilies. And in the middle of the night I had a 24 pound common, and in the morning it was absolutely torrential rain, really chucking it down, and I had Starburst 42 pound 2. Like I say, the quality of the video isn't very good because I filmed it on my tablet, so but it's footage I got of when I had her, so hope you enjoy it. But yeah, what remains from this session now is to get all my gear packed away. The sun came out briefly this morning, so I managed to get the wrap dry. But yeah, it's now coming over really overcast again, and it's now starting to drizzle. So I think what I'm going to do now is I'm going to get all the rest of the gear packed away, get everything back to the car, and call an end to this session, to be honest. I'm going to be trying to put a few more regular vlogs out, probably two or three a month now. I'm going to try and get a few more nights on here in the week, between work and after work when I get down here. So hope you enjoy my vlogs still. I'd just like to say thanks for everyone who subscribed to my channel. I've got nearly 1,200 subscribers now, which is absolutely brilliant. It's doing better than I ever imagined. And if you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe. Hit the bell icon and you'll be notified of any future videos that I upload. And also don't forget to check out our Facebook account, which is Carpy Connection. Just send a join request and I'll authorise it as soon as I see it. We've got over 730 members on there which is good. Plenty of Carpy banter going on there. And also our Instagram account, don't forget to check that out and give us a follow on there. That's Carpy Connection as well. And don't forget, if you upload any Carpy pictures to Instagram, don't forget to hashtag Carpy Connection as well, so we'll be able to see them on our feed. So yeah, that's all that remains now, is I'm just going to get the gear away. So I'd just like to say thank you for joining me again on this session. Thanks for sticking with the vlogs, and until next time, be lucky.